right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak Radash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops at Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. It's your brother Rabbi Nat coming out with a lesson, Lord's will, set a fire to the Lord's will. Just want to come out here and glorify the names of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. The Lord's will, set a fire. See what's in the news. Says China unveils latest weapons in military parade as Z hosts Putin and Kim. Okay, so that's, hey, let me tell you something, man. That's not a good thing, man. That's not a good thing. These weapons that he's developing, where do you think they're gonna be used, man? Where do you think they're gonna be used? Every time you see these new weapons that these militaries are starting to bring out, these are the Lord's. These are the weapons of his indignation. Let me grab this precept real quick, because that's what it is. That's what it means by that. This is the Lord showing you his weapons of his indignation. Let's believe these are going to be used. Look at that, Isaiah 13. Let's go there. Is that it? Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's start with Isaiah the 13th chapter. This is a good chapter. It goes into prophecy. This is something that you might want to know. Isaiah 13:1, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. So this is the burden. This is the prophecies he saw, man. Okay, and when you look into the other prophets, they all line up. They all saw the same thing, man. Destruction to Babylon. Okay? Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, and the banner's the Bible, the scriptures, the word, Yahweh Shai. Okay, the high mountain's America. All right? We're lifting them up. Exalt the voice unto them. This is us exalting our voice unto them, man. Unto all of you. This is us exalting our voice, putting it on the internet, speaking up about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Shake the hand. When you shake the hand, you're basically you're being. We're telling you who's who, man. We're shaking the hand. It's like shame on Esau Edom, man. We're shaking the hand at him. Okay, we're shaking the hand. That they may go into the gates of the noble. This is the closest we can get to the gates of the nobles, man. It's getting on camera. And this is as close as we can get to the Rothschild's face, man. Tell them that they going into slavery for all the things that they done in the world. Even though we know you watch these videos, man. You might not watch mine, but you damn sure watch the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, because there's new members coming into this all the time. And they might not know you specifically, but they damn sure know where you learned this word from, because they've been doing it. They've been laboring for a long time. So this word is going into the gates of the nobles that the Israelites are being awakened. Okay? Isaiah 13:3, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger. Yeah, the sanctified ones are the elect of Israel. And his mighty ones are his angels, man. Okay? I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. Yeah, we rejoicing in the Lord's highness, man. Okay, but the more he gets exalted to the point where there is no other God, and we're gonna rejoice from that time and from this time until that time, man. We're gonna rejoice in the Lord ruling, in His laws, statutes, and commandments, His word being manifested down here on the earth. We're gonna rejoice in that, in His highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a goat of people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations. Gathered together, the Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. And that's what we saw in China. He's bringing all these different nations together. And what are they doing? They're showing their unity, who they're with. Okay, why you don't see people coming to America to celebrate these stupid ass holidays, man? Europe don't even fuck with y'all like that. And they're prophesied to come up against you. So this place is through. Okay? Isaiah 13:5, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Yeah, those weapons of indignation is that's just one of the weapons, man. Kim Jong-un just tested 2 new missiles, man. And now he's over there in China, and he's showing him that I got some new shit too. Oh, you got new shit? I got 2 new missiles. Oh, I got 1. Oh, that's 3 new missiles. And that's his weapons of his indignation. They come from a far land. They're gonna come fly over. You might even see them. They might come over the clouds, and then boom, 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 boom. All this shit gonna be blown up, man. And we can't forget that. We gotta keep our eyes on these things, man. Okay? That wasn't even a precept. But that was a good precept. Maybe that wasn't the precept I was looking for. It's Jeremiah 50 and 25, but there's a lot in Isaiah the 13th chapter. Okay, it goes into the Medes, which are the modern day Russians. Babylon, if you can understand the code. This ain't just an old apply till today. No, these characters can be interchanged with the people of today, because that's who the Lord is stirring up, and we can see it. And this is Babylon. All right, Jeremiah. Jeremiah 50. And I'll start up a little bit. Jeremiah 50. In verse 22, a sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. Yeah, there's a sound of battle in the land and of great destruction. You're hearing about a battle that's formulating in Venezuela right now. Don't think that's not going to come somehow affect you over here. Because when you look at the Cuban Missile Crisis, that was close to home, right? Well, he could have put some nukes up in Venezuela. Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows what these other nations got for this place? But a sound of battle is in the land. You're hearing, I want to take over Canada. I want to take over Mexico. I'm sending troops in the Caribbean Sea. I got troops in the Red Sea. All right, I'm sending troops over here. I'm sending troops over there. That's a sound of battle. Okay? Jeremiah 50 and 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? That's America. It's a hammer that's broken. Okay? How is it cut asunder and broken, man? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Yeah, how is that going to happen? Okay? It's going to happen because it's the Lord's will for that to happen, man. Before, you come up against America, Shalom Alak Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barakatah. Before you came against America, they would fuck you up. You wouldn't even want to fuck with America, man. You were scared to fuck with America. But now you ain't as strong as you used to. So why your hammer broken, man? You were the hammer of the whole earth. Why you ain't stopped? He's still working though. Clearly he bombed Iran. But he ain't bombing all these nations like that, man. He ain't bombing. And once it gets out of hand, when Russia steps in, that's what the prophecy kicks in. So the Lord, he's doing these things in his time. But we're seeing it manifest itself. Okay? Jeremiah 50 and 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. That's right, you striven against the Lord. You fought against the Lord, coming up against his children. You fuck with a father's son, that father gonna want to put you to death. There was a situation, I believe, where Jake's son got killed by a police officer, and he went and ran a police officer over. I don't know if it was the right police officer, because different stories said something different. But before, at the beginning, they were saying that the father came and killed who I believe killed his son. And that's sort of what the Lord's going to do. And that's righteous, man. Don't you think so? You kill a man's son, and he come back and kill your ass, kill him in cold blood. And you didn't just kill the Lord. How you doing, brother? Good morning. You ain't just kill the Lord, man. You hit him with the cat of nine tails. You put him on the cross. You pierced his hands. You pierced his feet. You pierced him, man. He suffocated. And you got to pay for all of that. So it was a slow, agonizing death. So he going to cook your ass up too. He going to give you but in the fire, he going to put you in the fire and it's going to slow burn your ass, man. But to the eye, you're going to see it quick. Oh, that's just quick. We'll be dead in an instant. No. No. The Lord controls the time, man. How long you going to be in that oven? All right? So book of Daniel, chapter 50, in verse number 25, the Lord have opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation, for this is the work of the Lord God of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. That's right, man. And the precept for that was Isaiah 13:5 that I already went over there. Okay? So he's opening up his armory, and now we're seeing it. Okay? There was something in the news with Xi Jinping. He got a new missile or something. He got a military day parade, and I was saying how the Lord is bringing them to the mustering the host, man. And these different nations, they all got some new shit, and they probably all talking about that. They probably came to see China, like, oh shit, oh this does that, oh shit, maybe I need to do that with my shit. You know, can you give me some of that tech so I can, you know, give you this and oh now you want to, you know. That's how they talk. It's like looking at a bunch of guns, you know. Who got the biggest gun? Okay? It's not America anymore, man. These other nations got this type of capability. Especially China's ass. And then the ducks trying to send more of these damn Moabites over here. Okay? Gabu was saying how the Chinese, they vowed to the CPC or whatever the shit is, the CCP, allegiance to them before they come over here. So I would think a lot of these nations have some type of allegiance to their people, man. Except for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're the only group that just ain't unified at all. Because you ain't under the right banner. You don't have the glue. This is it. It's your Howard Shah. This is the breach that needs to be mended. That you're not working on the wall. You're not like Nehemiah. You're not like everybody else, man. Ezra. The men of the Bible, man. Trying to get their nations together, getting them prepared for this battle that's about to happen. You gotta have faith. You gotta have the right armor on, man. You can't be out here dressed up like the heathen spiritually in LGBTQ colors, man. They don't got the right armor on, man. All right? Go back over here. Jeremiah 50 and 26. Come against her from the utmost border upon her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. That's right. That's the Lord saying that, man. The God that you think love everybody. Oh, nah. Destroy all that shit utterly. Sounds like a commander-in-chief. Sounds like a general. Sounds like a man of war. That's what happens when you plan things out, man. You talk like that, man. Now, destroy all that utterly. You think Vladimir Putin, when he's telling you to bomb a bridge or bomb some type of hospital, you think he's saying that with watch out for the that house that's right next there. No. Blow all that shit up utterly. Okay? That's how men of war speak. That's war talk. Okay? Exodus chapter 15 in verse 1. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto the Lord Yahweh, and spake, saying, I will sing unto the Lord Yahweh, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider have he thrown into the sea. And this is talking about who? Why is Moses singing? Because Pharaoh got taken out. And the modern day Pharaoh is the so-called white man Esau Edom. And his ass is going to get taken out. Okay? The Lord Yahweh is my strength and song. And he is become my salvation. He is my God, and I will prepare him a habitation. My father's God, and I will exalt him. That's right, we exalt him. Okay? Now this is a song. You know, probably sounds better probably in Hebrew, man. But this is the words to the song, man. He gonna save us. He's our power. And if you can't get to the tune of that, you're going to die. Okay? Because you can't get this, you're not on the right vibration. You ain't pulling the right strings. You're not playing the harp. Okay? So you're gonna get kicked out of the band and you're gonna die. Okay? Exodus 15:3. The Lord Yahweh is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is his name. That's right, that's his name. Okay? That's his name, man. So, not Jesus. You know, IUIC is saying that's talking about Jesus Christ, man. It's not. It's not. So you listening to people like that, but that's the thing with Jake, man. Jake likes to follow a multitude to do evil, man. Jake, even people in this truth, man, sometimes you always got to self-reflect to make sure you're following Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and you're not following somebody else, man. Okay, there's so many different types of idols. That's why we want to constantly check ourselves to see if we in this faith, man. Because there's going to be a time, Lord's will, maybe not for everybody, where you might not see brothers, man. Okay? And you got to still, through the Spirit, rely on this word. And this is what got to guide you, man. Your wisdom. All right? If you were thinking, I'm just going to follow this man and think I'm going to receive the same, he might get beamed up and you might be left here. Okay? It tells you that in Matthew. That one was taken up and one was left behind. That's you. You're going to get left behind, man. Because he was following the Lord. And he was supposed to be teaching you how to follow the Lord, but you missed that whole part. You missed that whole part. You thought you could hold his hand, and it wasn't like that. Okay? And you can't do it like that, man. The Lord looks at your heart, man. He knows what's inside of you. So you want to be fully reliant on the Lord is what I'm trying to say here. I'm not saying that you can't follow brothers. Of course you can follow brothers, but what I'm saying is you got to make sure you're following the Lord, okay? You follow other brothers that are following the Lord. You want to be checking yourself to make sure that you are following the Lord. Because you can't say nothing about that man. That man's doing his best to make his calling and election sure. But if he falls short, hey, he falls short. You can't fall short because he fell short. No, you got to make sure. You got to make your own calling and election sure out here, man. The Lord's no respecter of persons. And you shouldn't be either. But long story short, the Lord is a man of war, man. And that's why we're seeing these things in the news. You're going to see more weapons, more parades with, who are they, why are they showing it like that? Why did Donald Duck want to do that? He did that he wanted to show some shit. I didn't even watch that shit, man. I didn't even watch that shit. Because the shit, we don't believe you, man. A lot of the shit he's saying is false anyways. He said you weren't going to pay taxes on your overtime. And then to find out, that shit's not even in the bill. So he's just saying shit and not implementing it. And you guys are up in, because you can't find all this shit out. You're not looking for this shit. So you just hoping on his word, and his word is false. His word's not true. He's a man. Okay? So he lied about that. Then we just found out, according to the Posse Comitatus Act, all that shit he did in LA was illegal. It was all illegal. You don't think he sat down and spoke to people? All right, listen, we're going to come up with a deportation plan. We're going to get all these so-called terrorists out of here. How do we do it? Well, you can't do it because of this, that, and the third. No, fuck all that, he said, man. We're going to go get these fucking niggas, these spicks off of my streets. I don't give a fuck. I'll send them to Uganda. That's what he told them. Okay? And he got plans of bringing his red fat ass over here in Boston. And he already started here with that whole ICE shit. Right down the street. And he's coming back because Tom Homan said he got hell coming to Boston, man. And who do you see out here? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. As a matter of fact, in the news, he said he wanted to come to South Station. He wants to take over the train station here in South Boston. said there's a lot of crime and shit over there. So there's little shit. And then I watched the news views. Two people, 3 people. I mean, it might have been just, but still. That's big because, you know, it's local. But it just goes to show you, when the shit was happening in LA, everybody was watching that. Well, that shit gonna be happening over here too. Trying to sneak away over here, man. In the guise of trying to, oh, it's crime now. Before it was immigration. Is it immigration or is it crime? Or is it fentanyl? Which one is it? Which card are you gonna play? You running out of cards. No, you just being a damn devil. Soon he's not gonna have any mask to put on to come up against you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He's gonna put on his devil mask and he's gonna show you his horns, man. And he's gonna fucking kill your ass. He's gonna kill you, little. All right? So this is why you might want to start seeking the Lord now. Stop trusting this fucking devil, man. Everyone's cool with this damn devil. Jeremiah 50:27, slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. That's right, let them go down to the slaughter. Kill all of this shit. Just like King Saul was supposed to kill you damn Amalekites. He's supposed to kill you niggas, man. And we wouldn't have been in this situation. Showing you what happens when you're being disobedient. And then what? He fell on his sword. He got put to death. Okay? So we can blame it on Saul. No, I'm just playing. It's really the Lord, man. It's really the Lord. It's really us, man, as a whole, as a nation. Okay? Right now, you want to put on as the elect, because that's who the Lord's dealing with. If you're teaching people that Israel don't matter anymore, you're not the elect. You're not the elect. You're a false prophet. You ain't teaching about Israel. You ain't teaching about the Gentiles. You're not teaching about the prophecies. You're not telling the people who Babylon is, who Esau is, who Amalek is. If you're not doing these things, you're a false prophet and you're going to die, man. You're going to die. Because the Lord put that lying spirit on you to deceive the people he don't want. But he going to destroy you for leading them into the slaughter, and he going to kill your ass too. And he going to kill all the bullocks too. Okay? All the beasts, everybody, man. All right? That's not who the Lord's not dealing with. Jeremiah 50:27, slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation. That's right, the time of their visitation. Okay? It's time to go, man. All right? Especially when these missiles, these weapons of his indignation get over here. Indignation, if I didn't say it already, it means his righteous anger. He's righteously mad about this place because this place is wicked. A righteous man, it hates wicked things, man. Just like a wicked man hates righteous things. Okay? Matter of fact, let me grab that. Let me grab that precept. To show you, there's 2 and 2. The wicked hate the righteous and the righteous hate the wicked, KJV. Something like that. Psalms 34:21, evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. That wasn't what I was looking for, but hey, that's the spirit. Proverbs 29:27. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 27, an unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. That's right, man. We're both abominations to each other. Okay? But the Lord going to show him whose side he's on, man. Is he on the wicked side? Because that's what Esau thinks. Clearly, look at everything that he has. Of course, why wouldn't you think that the Lord's dealing with you? Look what he gave you. Look at all these weapons. Look at your military. Look at how much power you have. I would think the Lord was dealing with me too. I don't blame Esau. I get to take down all my enemies. Man, I'm feeling like King David. I'm feeling like Alexander the Greek. Why wouldn't I be in my pride? Of course you would. Well, I can implement any law that I want. I feel like a god. And the Lord's going to do the same thing for the right-hand side. He's going to disprove this devil for being a god, and he's going to exalt his righteous. And then we're going to be as gods. Just like it says in Psalms 82nd chapter. Because that's our proper state. not Esau. So-called white man ain't no God, man. He's a servant. Psalms chapter 82. Or is it 83? No, it's 82. Psalms 82, I'm going to read the whole thing. And 1, the Most High standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judges among the gods. That's right, he judges among the gods, man. Beautiful. You know, when I think of this, I think of Israel in their glorious state, or in the beginning, man. That's what we're going back to, where we were in the beginning. Lord's will be a part of that number. Okay? Showing you that when he said, when he asked the Father to glorify me, just glorify me as I was in the beginning. That's what Yahweh Shah was asking for. We're asking for the same thing. We want to be glorified and get put back in our proper positions. And you're going to love it, whatever position it is, even if you're the fucking smallest one in there, the most insignificant. There's no one insignificant in Israel, man. Okay, because compared to the heathen, they're nothing. So, maybe among gods, you a god amongst gods. If you, come on, man. That's like being a trillionaire. You barely hit a trillion, but you amongst the trillionaires. Who can? A billionaire can't even talk shit about you, man. Millionaires, all these people underneath you. But you feeling low amongst the gods, man? Come on. There's no low position. Even Judas, Iscariot, is going to be glorified, man, and put back in his proper state. Okay? Whatever that is. All right? He's going to be a god too. Because he's Israel. Okay? Psalms chapter 82, verse 2. How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Salah. Yeah, how long, Lord? How long? It's just that he's being long-suffering with this devil, man. To allow a duck to rule and all of that, it took a long time. It shows you the Lord's patience, how merciful he is. And we got through his son, we gotta receive that, man. We gotta accept that. He accepted it. He wanted to be glorified when he asked to be glorified, and it didn't happen. But now he's glorified. He had to just wait a little longer, is what I'm trying to say here. Okay? Psalms 82 and 3, defend the poor and fatherless, do justice to the afflicted and needy. That's right, we need justice. And it's going to be just when he destroys this place. Okay? As a matter of fact, let's grab that in Thessalonians. You got something, Malak? Oh, this nigga's a demon. Nigga said Allah Akbar. Nigga thinks I'm a Palestinian, man. Yeah. He looked like a Jake. So Ishmael be looking like, I thought he was Ephraim or something, man. I be confusing him sometimes, man. Now he showed he was Ishmael. Zephaniah 1 and 7, hold thy peace at the presence of the Lord Yahweh, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is at hand. For the Lord hath prepared a sacrifice. He hath bid his guests. That's right, Malak. He prepared a sacrifice. Yup. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish his princes and the king's children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel. That's right, man. That strange apparel is not having this doctrine, man. The Lord has prepared a sacrifice here in America. And y'all are the bullocks, you're the goats, you're the sheep, man. You're going to be destroyed. Okay? 2/3 of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Hey, man, they're just not going to get it. I forgot what precept I was reading yesterday, but it basically said, we're lucky that the Lord got us out of that mindset, man. Christianity and Catholicism, because we see how much of a stronghold it is on people, man. That's a damn demon, man. You can't receive any truth anymore when you believe shit like that, man. Okay, you can't accept nothing. Okay, beautiful, Malak. Oh, you heard that Allah Akbar bullshit, man? That's Ishmael, man. He taking out the trash right now. Screaming Allah Akbar out of a fucking trash fucking thing, man. Disgusting. Disgusting, man. And he talking about halal meetings and shit like that. You can't trust your enemies, man. Ishmael's, his ass is going into slavery too. I'm glad the Lord, when he first drove by, he said hi. I said hi, good morning. Then he came, back and went another way. Now he's screaming Allah Akbar, man. Well, my garment kind of looked like, it got black hands holding each other's shit. They probably think I'm from Africa or something, nigga. I'm not a Hamite, man. Even though I might look like one today, I ain't no Hamite, man. But this is the garment I like, man. I like this garment. You know? The Lord gave it to me. It's the book of Psalms 82 in verse 4. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. That's right, man. We in the hand of the wicked, man. We are in the hand of the wicked. And who's the wicked? The so-called white man. Okay? He's in power. He's the one executing this judgment. He's the one putting these laws in place, man. Illegal shit, man. He's doing illegal shit. You're supposed to sit down, have a council, and come up with a righteous way of doing things. He's incapable of doing that. He's breaking his own laws to come get you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And that was just ruled on a couple of days ago. And there's another, I was watching this chick online yesterday. She was saying how, I don't know if she's a Democrat. She said she's not a Democrat or a Republican. She sounds like a Democrat. But she was saying, I don't know if it's where she's at, but she said a pound of beef is the same amount as minimum wage, which is crazy. I gotta look that up, man. I actually saw a piece of prime, that was prime rib. That shit was like $30-something. I know that's a little bit more than minimum wage. So that's how are you affording to eat this shit, man? How are you affording to eat that shit? And that's going to the supermarket, buying you a steak, going home and cooking it. You spending $30. That's the same price. You can get a 2-for-1 at Chili's, or you know, one of those, you know, TGI Fridays. You can get a 2-for-1 for $25 somewhere over there. But you got to spend $30 on a piece of meat that you drove to the store to get, and walked it all the way to your house. Get the hell out of here, man. And that's Esau, man. Fucking this place up. We got to be delivered out of this man's hand. And then when you actually get to see how he treats these animals, you probably wouldn't want to eat that shit. Okay? A lot of this shit we don't really know. If we actually saw and was able to see the whole process, we wouldn't even eat the shit. That's how evil this nigga is, man. Psalms 82 in verse 5, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness, and all the foundations of the earth are out of course. That's right, all the foundations of the earth are out of course with the wicked being in power. Okay? I was looking for a precept that just came back to me. It's a righteous thing to recompense our enemies. I know it's in Thessalonians. Yep, 2 Thessalonians. Let's grab this. Yeah, man. It's going back into that righteous indignation. 2 Thessalonians 1:6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So it's a righteous thing. That's that righteous indignation that we're looking for. Okay? It's okay for him to judge the wicked, man, for their crimes against pretty much the whole world, but most importantly against Israel, against the Most High. Okay, because everything he's doing is pretty much is him fighting up against the Lord, the Most High, man. He's fighting for his name, man. He's fighting for the Lord's reputation out here. He's saying, I'm the one who created all this, man. I'm the one who did this and did that, and he's trying to create a new world order, man. He's like, fuck Genesis 1:1, man. I'm Alahayim. I'm the elect. I'm the chosen. That's what he's telling you when he by his laws, this whole NWO. That's what he's saying. I'm gonna create a whole new metaverse. And guess what? Even if he brought you into some Matrix shit, look how the Matrix was, man. It was poor people in the Matrix. In a fucking Matrix, he had poor people in there. This nigga can't rule, man. He can't even design something that you literally got to put it in code to put a damn poor person inside of a damn something that's fake. Even that's going to be oppressive. That's all he can do. That's what he's created to do. He got the projects in the movie The Matrix, nigga. This nigga's the devil. Fucking the Oracle was sitting in a park. Come on, man. That's just evil, man. Now that I think about that whole movie's fucking. It's evil as shit. Even though a Jake woman made that movie, but of course Esau manipulated it because he bought it off of her. Now let me throw some poor people in your vision. She probably had it more righteous, probably a little bit better. Neo was probably black. Nah, we're gonna change him white, but we're gonna give him black clothes and black shades too. That's as close as I'm gonna give him black hair. You know, even though Keanu Reeves might be a Jake, who knows? Who knows, man? But it goes to show you, man, this devil ain't. You gotta go, man. It shows you the mindset of this fucking devil, man. It's perverse. It's strange. Like, why would you fuck that up? Why would you fuck that up? Like, someone needs to smack him upside his head. You know, you have a bad child if you don't punish your kid, man, he gonna be a fucking Edomite. That's why Jake's known to beat the shit out their kids. That's why I understand why the Lord might be putting hell on Jake, man. Because he truly does love you, man. He don't want you to be like Esau. He's gonna kick your ass so you don't join the gang. He'll kick your ass so you don't steal out the store. He's gonna kick your ass so you respect his laws, man. His house. And then he's gonna do that, especially to his firstborn. You beat the shit out your firstborn, man. So he can have that wrath of God in him so he can put it out on everybody else. You know? So it all makes sense, is what I'm trying to say. Psalms chapter 82, verse 6, I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. And he said that to those Sadducees and Pharisees, man. Okay? We're talking about Yahweh Shai. We are gods, man. Okay, that's a lowercase g. Because the Most High God is only one Most High God, man. Even Yahweh Shai is underneath Yahweh. But look at him. He's on the right-hand side of Yahweh. You can't be next to the Lord, man. You got to be changed. And guess what? We're gonna be one. We're gonna be one, man. We're gonna be like gods. Never mind being a billionaire, a trillionaire. That shit's nothing. Them niggas don't got spiritual power. You got all this power here in the confined space. We're gonna have all the universe, man. Okay? Elon Musk, he got fucking his seed in all these different, I forgot the name of these places. We don't need to do that. We're gonna be that place where he puts his seed so they can put it in the woman. We're gonna have all of that, man. Internally, we don't need to. You don't need to. I don't need to call you on a fucking app and tell you, do you want to be my wife, and go over here and have my baby. That's what Musk is doing, man. And he's a trillionaire. Imagine that. That's a low-level dude, man. He's low-level. That's just mad low-level, man. It's showing you how, man, these people don't got it. They just don't have it. Even though with all the resources, the whole world, trillions of dollars, mad respect. Mad people like Elon Musk. And look, and then when you psychoanalyze him, he's nothing. He's a base man, like the Lord said. How much more when Israel gets exalted? Psalms 82 in verse 7, but ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. And this is why we're dying like men. You're gonna die like men. All right? That's why we want to be glorified. Arise, O God, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. That's right. Judge the earth, thou shalt inherit all nations. I want to grab this in the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10, in verse, it's towards the bottom. Ecclesiasticus 10 and 27. Better is he that laboreth and aboundeth in all things, that he have boasted himself and wanted bread. Salaki, let me read that again. Ecclesiastes 10:27. Better is he that laboreth and aboundeth in all things than he that boasteth himself and wanteth bread. That's right, man. It's better you for the labor and abound in all things than for you to just be boasting and then you wanting for bread, man. You know? That's pride. That's pride, man. Okay, get that pride aside, go labor, man. Ecclesiastes 10:28, my son, glorify thy soul in meekness and give it honor according to the dignity thereof. Hold on, is this one? Yeah, this is it. Ecclesiastes 10:29, who will justify him that sinneth against his own soul? And who will honor him that dishonoreth his own soul? Nobody, man. Who's gonna honor somebody that dishonors himself? That's Esau. He dishonors himself. By accepting money, he creates he creates incentives to do wickedness. That's why this place is wicked. That's him turning this place out of course. Yeah, you don't need to if you throw that away and I sue you for throwing it away, it'll cost less money than if you paid somebody to do it the right way. So let's do it that way. And then I look good because look, I caught you, but you saved money, so it's a win-win situation. That's the mindset of this devil. That's why you got companies like DuPont and all that shit. Why are these people not in jail? Why are they still existing? But they're it's because they weren't judged. They have all this money, and now they're implementing. They're paying your lobbyists with blood money, man. And they're accepting it. It's just more defiled and more. It just gets more corrupt and more corrupt. That's why they got to get judged. Okay. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 30. The poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. That's right, man. The poor man's honored for his skill. You Israelites are honored for your skill. You play basketball, you sing, you get honored for that. You know, you're talented in a lot of areas. You know, you're dancing on train stations, pop locking and doing dumb shit. I mean, that's a smaller situation, but you get honored for your talent, man, your skills. You know, you can cut grass good. You work late hours. You're willing to work to go above and beyond. That's an honorable thing. That's the poor. And the rich man is honored for his riches. Yeah, but Elon Musk, someone like that, he's honored for his riches. He got a lot of money. You know, they talk about him with great respect because he got so much money. And you Edomites, you got 500 years. That's why they're honored. They live in the suburbs. But they had to rob, steal, kill people. They're taking the shit that they're glorying themselves in is somebody else's, man. And they're comfortable living like that, man. Showing you they don't have any shame. It don't resonate with them like that. Okay. Now I could see if they understood the Bible, then you know that's how they are, man. A brother was doing a video on how going to some satanic Edomites. They lived in satanic cults and them drinking blood and killing people, doing satanic sacrifices. And these are some of you damn Edomites out here. And that was a normal. It wasn't somebody that was rich. It was somebody you never even heard. Just a regular fucking Edomite, man. That's why you gotta watch out for them, man. You really do. Even the fucking white bitch, man. That white bitch is a damn concubine. She ain't nothing. She's an evil concubine on top of that. Okay, the so-called black woman, the so-called white woman, all these women, man. Ishmael, all these women, man. They're evil, man. And you need to have the spirit on the Lord when you're dealing with these women out here, because they're probably putting shit in your food. A lot of them are agents for the government. Your girlfriend, you probably married to a fucking agent of the government. That's how evil these bitches are, man. You think she like you and shit? These bitches don't like you, man. If you a man of the Lord, man, if you're not, hey, they like people of the world. But if you a man of the Lord, man, just know you got a crown that you're trying to take off your head, man. If you ain't fighting for that crown, man, you're going to easily hand it over to one of these bitches, man. She's going to take you right up out the game. But back to the lesson. to the precept. Ecclesiasticus 10:30, the poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? Yeah, when we get the kingdom, how much more are we going to be honored then? Honored in poverty. You know, they're rich. Beyonce, she's rich, right? But she's poor because Israel's poor. She's an Israelite, man. Your people are poor, man. She's still an Israelite. Jay-Z still an Israelite. He got billions of dollars. He's nothing over here, man. He got to walk around looking like a gay artist, man, just to keep that money. Who the fuck wants to do that? Beyonce is fucking going on 50-something years old, going into the 60s. She still got to shake her ass for millions of people, like a stripper. Okay? That's what's going on out here. And then they're raising up their daughter to do the same thing. I don't want to live like that, man. Look at Will Smith's kids, fucked up. Look at Dwayne Wade's kids. So you can get the bag on the side? You gotta sacrifice your kids, man? Get the fuck out of here. Nah, man, let the Lord get this sacrifice going, man. Get this fire hot, man. And we can put the right goat in the damn midst of it, man. The goat needs to go, he needs to get sacrificed. That's why the Lord preserved his ass, man. And he's doing everything that he's commanded to do. So in the eyes of the Lord, hey man, that's gonna be a word, that's gonna be an acceptable sacrifice to the Lord when he burns up all this shit. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and 31, he that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty? Yeah, Esau is dishonorable in riches, because look what he does with his money. He pollutes the land, he pays people off to do wicked shit, and that's why this world is the way it is. Okay? How much more when he get taken down? When he's in poverty. He gonna be in a pit. He gonna be mocked. He's gonna be scorned. He's gonna get beat up. He's gonna get burnt. We're gonna meditate terrors on him. He's gonna be very dishonorable when he gets debased back to his state, man. You know? Where he belongs. Okay? Grab this in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter Ecclesiastes. He's a servant, man. You have seen servant upon horses. That's talking about Esau, man. And princes walking on the earth. That's talking about Israel. Okay? The servant is ruling over us. And you like being down low. Nope, I want Esau on the horse. Stupid ass. It's really worse when the Lord, ultimately I can't even call you stupid as a matter of fact. It's because the Lord rejected you. You ain't get the truth. I was stupid too. So I really can't blame. I'm just happy the Lord got me into this word, man. We were all fucking dumb. So I'm talking to myself before I'm talking to anybody else. Following this devil. I used to chill with mad Edomites, man. And now I'm looking back like, yo, I'm glad he got me up out of that mindset, bro. I'm glad I'd have been a damn Edomite, man. We would have been going out all the fucking time. It was fun while it lasted, but if it's fun that's going to lead to death, not honoring the Lord, living a whole life full of vanity, I didn't want to live my life like that before it was all said and done. Okay. Servants upon horses. I can't get it out of my book. Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. The book of Ecclesiastes 10 and 7, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. That's right, man. The servants is Esau. Okay? He's on the horse. He's being exalted. But he's going into slavery. He's about to be taken off of that horse when the Lord comes on that white horse to judge his ass. Genesis 25 and 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out, actually, Genesis 24, 25, and 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the youngest. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. So we just figured out precept upon precept who that servant is, man. Okay, and this is why, first of all, it's prophesied for him to go into slavery. That's number one. Before we even get to Revelation, the 13th chapter, he was already ordained to be a slave for the Lord's purposes. Okay? So it is what it is. So when we read, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. That's talking about Esau, Edom going into slavery. Okay, that adds on to the fact that he was prophesied to go. That was before the transatlantic slave trade. That was before he was even born. This is Genesis we're talking about, man. It said the elder shall serve the younger. When his mother Rebecca asked the seer, why am I thus? That was the answer that she was given. The elder shall serve the younger. Okay? And we're glad she asked the question, man. Because now we know who the servant is, and now we know why he's going into slavery. For what he done to the nation of Israel. That perpetual hatred that he has for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It's going to end with him going into slavery. Okay? That's what's written. That's the handwriting on the wall. All right? And it's a righteous thing. So it all ties together. All right? Let me see. Is that it? Have anything else? I got a little more time. I just want to check in. What else is there, man? It says China Rep Thomas Massey takes first step to force a vote on releasing the Epstein files. I thought the Epstein files was done away with. Hey, brother, how you doing today? You doing good? You doing good? Okay. You have a good day, all right? Man, that Jake is fucked up, man. Oh, we gotta get the fuck out of here, man. So anyways, I thought the Epstein files were done away with. There's no list. Of course there's a fucking list, man. Of course there's a list. We're talking about the damn Edomites up here, man. Of course there's a list. And if there's not a list, there is no list because he got rid of it. The Lord still got the Epstein's list. Okay? Going all the way back to when his ass was Cain. Going back all the way to where he was the serpent. Okay? Who knows what other things, other people he turned over to wickedness back then. Everything's not written about this devil, man. We just have the key characteristics we need to know about this devil. And that's just enough to point him out. It says, U.S. military kills 11 people in strike on alleged drug boat from Venezuela, Trump said. Yeah, it's alleged drug boat. Get the fuck out of here, man. I don't trust this devil, man. Of course, anything he says is a fucking lie, man. Probably killed some innocent people, man. But I don't know. We don't know. I don't know. I just know he's the fucking devil, man. I saw the video. Supposedly, whenever you see some so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American on a boat in the ocean, of course he's drug trafficking. It's easy to say that because of this fucking devil, man. That's why I don't trust this fucking devil. Maduro just did a whole damn all the people of Venezuela, a whole bunch of people went and signed up to go fight against this devil, man. They signed up, man. Women, everybody, man. They're all willing to fight. To sign up, man. Craziness, man. So that don't sound like peace coming to this place. So he kills 11 people in strike on alleged drug boat from Venezuela, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have nothing to do with none of this shit. 11 people on a boat. A lot of people are trying to escape the situations that they're going in. When this place gets bad, people are going to try to leave this place too. They're going to try to get on boats. And he's going to do the same thing to you. He's going to verify if you a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, all with his fucking satellites and shit. And he's going to blow that shit up. He don't care you looking for food. He don't care you was going to live out in the ocean and just catch fish. Because you know a good spot he going to kill your ass out there, man. There's nowhere to go. You can go all the way to the coast of Venezuela. He'll kill your ass over there too. Okay? And call Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. 1044. Federal appellate panel rejects Trump's deportations under wartime law. Ooh, I gotta look into that. Companies could be owed billions of dollars if tariff ruling sticks. The push to revise American history at the Smithsonian. North Korea Kim Jong-un's daughter makes international debut, fueling succession speculation. What's behind Donald Duck's plan to move U.S. Space Command to Alabama? HHS employees demand RFK Jr. resign for compromising the health of the nations. He compromised it, supposedly. Pritzer believes staging for federal enforcement in Chicago has already begun. So, yeah, where's the peace and love that you talking about, man? Maybe only in your small little temples, man. Outside of that place, when you come out of that place, guess what? Nothing but evil, pestilence, famine, destruction is coming to your ass, man. And you want to continue to be in darkness. Okay? So you better, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you need to wake up, man. You need to wake up and come serve the Lord, or you're going to die. And I'm going to end it right there on that. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Machak Badash. Shalom, Abababal, Kwam Yasharala. Hey, the water for the precepts, Malak. I'm going to end it right there. Shalom.